There are nights when the entire entertainment world holds its breath without knowing why, nights when something trembles beneath the surface before exploding into a cultural moment. Last night was one of those nights. At exactly midnight, without warning, without a teaser, without the faintest hint of PR choreography, Songyun posted a sentence that sliced through the stillness like a flare in a moonless sky. Fortunately, I caught my light. Thank you, Xukai. No embellishment, no metaphor, no melodrama, just raw, incandescent sincerity. And the world, already brittle with anticipation, shattered into noise. Within minutes, platforms strained under the traffic. The hashtag Songyun and Xukai shot straight to the top as if gravity no longer applied. CP fans didn't simply react, they detonated. People screamed, cried, shook their phones, typed in all caps, and collapsed in living rooms across the country. This wasn't gossip anymore, it was a cultural earthquake. But the real aftershock, the one that buried the entire internet under an avalanche of emotion, came 3 minutes later. Xukai replied with 3 impossibly simple words: "I've always been here." No dramatic confession. No poetic flourish. No self-conscious performance. Just a steady, grounded truth. Those words didn't read like a response. They read like a vow. A vow that had existed long before the public ever saw it. And suddenly, everything fell into place. The tenderness in their old interviews, the heat in their on-screen chemistry, the way their gazes lingered half a second too long, the matching accessories that fans insisted were coincidences but now felt like chapters of a love story waiting for sunlight. To understand the magnitude of this moment, you have to look back, not at public events, but at the small, private gestures captured by accident. Xukai draping a jacket over her shoulders on a freezing set. Songyun glancing toward him when asked about her ideal type. The two of them wearing the same color palette at events without ever acknowledging it. The infamous 3-second gaze scene where neither blinked and the air thickened into something alive. Fans joked that it was a live stream of a real relationship. As it turns out, they weren't wrong. The clues were everywhere, scattered like breadcrumbs across years of collaboration. Soft smiles behind the camera, synchronized steps when walking together, the involuntary way she leaned toward him, the unconscious way he positioned himself slightly in front of her, protective in a way no script required. But last night, for the first time, the truth didn't hide between frames. It stood in the open, trembling but brave. The internet didn't just celebrate, it erupted. Comments flooded timelines like a river breaking free. Move the Civil Affairs Bureau here. My youth is complete. I've shipped many CPs, but this one healed my entire soul. Even veteran reporters, who've long grown numb to celebrity headlines, admitted they hadn't felt a surge like this in years. Because this wasn't the unveiling of a couple, it was the unveiling of courage. In an industry that treats love like contraband, they chose sunlight. In a culture where sincerity is dissected, they chose vulnerability. In a world where careers rise and fall with public approval, they chose each other. She is warmth, soft, steady, luminous. He is fire, young, earnest, fiercely devoted. Together they form a balance that feels less manufactured and more like destiny finally clearing its throat. And beneath all the noise, all the screaming, all the celebratory chaos, something quieter emerged, a collective realizing that true intimacy is not fragile, hiding is. Their announcement was more than a romantic gesture. It was an act of reclamation. For years, Fans worshipped their chemistry, but few understood the cost of loving silently in an industry engineered for surveillance and speculation. Celebrities don't experience romance in privacy. They experience it in fear. Fear of backlash, fear of misinterpretation, fear of losing everything they've built. So when Tan Songyun hit post, it wasn't just love she was revealing. It was liberation. And when Xukai replied, he wasn't confirming a rumor. He was stepping into the light beside her. Together. Unshaken. Unafraid. The hours that followed felt like watching a tide rise. Old clips resurfaced, reanalyzed, cherished under a new lens. Editors released tribute videos faster than algorithm bots could keep up. Brands circled like hawks, already imagining couple endorsements, magazine spreads, variety show moments, dual covers that would break sales records. But beyond the commercial frenzy lay something purer, something undeniably human. Two people who had finally aligned their private truth with their public existence. And if you listened closely to the digital noise, beneath the screaming fans and the celebratory chaos, you could hear the emotional heartbeat of millions who saw in their bravery a reflection of their own hidden longing. That is where the true significance of last night lies, not in the spectacle, but in the symbolism. Their love story is not extraordinary because they are celebrities. Their love story is extraordinary because they dared to walk into the light together. And that brings us to the part of the story that transcends fandoms, publicity, and entertainment cycles. The part that lingers long after the hashtag falls from the trending board. The part that belongs to all of us. Because the truth is this: every person has a light they are afraid to reach for. A dream that feels too fragile. A confession they swallow. A love they bury in fear of judgment or loss. Tan Songyun's midnight message was more than a declaration, it was a mirror. It asked quietly, insistently, "What light have you been afraid to catch?" And Xukai's reply, steady, unwavering, tender, offered another question. If you reached, would someone already be waiting? Their courage triggered something rare, a cultural pause. A moment where millions reconsidered what it means to choose honesty over fear. They reminded us that love, at its core, is not grand gestures. It's small truths spoken bravely. It's silence broken at the right moment. It's choosing to stand beside someone even when thousands of eyes are watching. When dawn arrived, the frenzy softened into awe. People woke up to timelines filled with two smiling faces, two overlapping stories, two intertwined fates. And instead of cynicism, there was warmth. Instead of judgment, there was celebration. Because somehow, in claiming their love, they gave others permission to believe in their own. This is why their announcement will be remembered, not for its shock value, not for its virality, but for its humanity. It didn't end a rumor, it began a legacy. A legacy built on sincerity. On vulnerability. On the quiet, astonishing bravery it takes to love someone in a world that profits from your fear. So here's to the woman who caught her light. Here's to the man who had always been there, steady as a heartbeat. Here's to every stolen moment that led them to midnight. Here's to the tenderness that now belongs to the world. And here's to you, reading these words, may you catch your own light. May you find someone who says, I'm always here. May you be brave enough to choose love the way they did, fearlessly, publicly, unapologetically. because love is not a myth. It is a moment, a decision, a trembling truth whispered into the world. Songyun and Xukai didn't just announce a relationship. They reminded us all what it means to be human. And for that, the world shines a little brighter tonight.